A sudden freeze has swept across the affordable housing sector, and it's not due to the weather. The Trump administration has halted over $60 million in funding for affordable housing projects, casting a chilling uncertainty over the industry. The broad impact of this freeze is staggering, with hundreds of initiatives now in limbo. As reported by AP News, 2 key contracts with nonprofits distributing these grants have been terminated, leaving countless community development organizations in a state of uncertainty. The administration cites compliance issues with diversity initiatives as the reason for this freeze. But let's remember, this funding freeze is not just about numbers. It's about the hundreds of community development nonprofits that rely on these funds to create affordable homes across the country. But what does this mean for the people on the ground, the people whose dreams of affordable housing are now in limbo? It means that individuals, families, and communities are facing uncertainty and disruption. For example, in the state of North Carolina, these cuts are predicted to have catastrophic effects on affordable housing and community development. As Samuel Gunter of the North Carolina Housing Coalition warns, we're looking at an existential crisis in affordable housing. This funding freeze affects not just the creation of affordable homes, but also the jobs tied to these initiatives. Small community development organizations are at risk, with job losses and stalled projects looming. The future of the funding and the impact on ongoing projects remain unclear, leading to fears of potential delays and setbacks in affordable housing developments across the country. This funding freeze is not an isolated incident. It's part of a larger trend that could have catastrophic effects on affordable housing and community development. These cuts are not just numbers on a spreadsheet. They represent real homes, real communities, and real lives impacted. The proposed cuts to the Department of Housing and Urban Development threaten to pull the rug out from under the strides made by the Biden administration in addressing the affordable housing shortage. These cuts could potentially turn back the clock on progress, leaving many Americans in the lurch. It's a stark reminder of the delicate balance between policy, funding, and the tangible impact on our communities. As the dust settles on this funding freeze, one thing is clear: the fight for affordable housing is far from over. Join our community of informed citizens. Subscribe to your daily dose of news and be part of the conversation.